Hey, all right. Hey, listen, ladies, they didn't and don't realize that they're doing you wrong. I know that's crazy, right? They didn't or they don't realize that they're doing you wrong. Every time y'all get in that discussion, every time you get to that point where he decides to go back and hide in that house, in that room that he built years ago to go silent, he says, I don't get quiet. I just want to be safe. I want to make sure I respect you. I don't want to argue. All those reasons. Now, do you really believe he didn't realize he was wrong, doing you wrong? No, you don't believe it because it's not true. But I'm here to tell you it's a reason for it, and you already know what it is, right? Women are so much more in tune to what's going on in life sometimes with men, right? Especially those of us men who are how should I say, boy, Can I raise my hand just to say that this is a past experience for me? I've gotten better at what I'm about to say, but I still have issues with it sometimes. And that's around standing in the space when my feelings are hurt, right? She's hit a nerve, hit a trigger that's taken me back to a place where I've yet maybe to resolve, but it doesn't allow me to act like a mature adult. It's that 5-year-old boy that comes out, right? Because so many of us are making decisions, emotional decisions based off of the early childhood child that's still there. And we've yet to do anything different about it. But silence has been one asset, because sometimes it's smart to be quiet, don't lose your cool, right? So there's some wisdom to it. But more often than not, it's hiding behind some level of fear. And it's the person we're still waiting on, right? That person we're still waiting on to give us the freedom to say, I'm sorry, whether it's an ex-girlfriend or a boss or a person. I wrote down a bunch of people, someone who owes you an apology that's coming. It's not coming, right? It's just not going to happen. And it's not their responsibility anyway to get you free from this, right? Some things happen in our lives, man, and until we resolve those things, fellas, particularly around relationships that impact leadership, right? We'll be sitting in a rocking chair like this. How'd I get here one more time by myself? I said I wasn't going to do this. Sitting in the rocking chair, right? So this is day 3 of a 5-day conversation just about vulnerability, going from silent to strength, real strength. And fellas, learning how to use the truth to set you free, right? Get vulnerable with what's really going on with you, right? The first day we talked a little bit about going from, making pain, when pain becomes an excuse, right? When she hits that nerve, bang, oh man, you know what nerve it is. And everything's cool. You had a great date, great trip, great home, and bam, you keep circling around that same thing. So that first day we talked about really owning what that was like. Who was that really for? What pain are we talking about? Is it real? I got stuff going on here, man. Put this phone down. Is it real? Got stuff going on. Pain, right? Who was it? You didn't get quiet. You got safe. We built that home. Yesterday we talked about silence is not always strength, right? Knowing the differences when it's important to be wise. I don't know enough men to talk about the fact that we do use silence when it makes sense, because sometimes we get hit the wrong way and we're about to lose our cool. But most of the time, silence has been used to kind of hide, go back into that little retreat, safe place that we built years ago to hide and get quiet and wait till the storm to blow up, and then we raise our head back up and go back to doing what we think we're doing to provide. And she just gets further and further away from us, right? So, now we realize, okay, silence is cool here, but I got to really look at why. What am I hiding behind, right? And once we start realizing, man, it's that old unresolved emotional feelings, and that, oh yes, that old unresolved emotional feelings is making our decisions now, helping us behave in a way that's unhealthy, right? So ladies, we know, but we don't know what to do a lot of times. We think we do, we go silent because that's the best. We've been taught be strong and it she'll be all right, and don't show any weaknesses about your emotions, all that stuff. So we're just a mess. Men walking around in a mess. Woo, man. But guess what? We don't have to stay there, fellas. Right? We don't have to stay there. And ladies, I know there's men out there, and you've got one probably that are really working through this piece of it and not sure why, and hiding behind excuses to be a certain way. And maybe, look, no, I'm not even going to say that. It's not, if you did something to them, that's another discussion, right? Because that's not about what we're here to talk about. And actually, it's a part of what the discussion is today, day 3, right? Oh, man, stop blaming, fellas, and start leading. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jeff Tyson, and I'm affectionately known as the Comeback King and founder of Comeback King Enterprises, where we speak in levels of leadership and relationships, man. And we believe that, these struggles, these comebacks are not limitations, man. They are designed not only for lifestyle, but to create a whole nother level of understanding, a whole nother level of intimacy, a whole nother level of just humbleness and humility from men. And that's to complete us, right? That piece right now, that completes us. No longer listening to the lie that we've been told. I was told growing up, men don't cry, men be a man, whatever that noise was. And I believed that for a long time. And don't ever let your feelings show, right? Hide your feelings, man. You better not cry. Where's those tears? All that crazy. But you know what's even more crazy? A lot of men are still allowing that young child to make decisions on how they behave. So today, I just want you to hear me say, just stop blaming, right? I got a note here. Name the person you're still waiting on. We already talked about that. Ownership is not confessing you're the problem. Oh, it's claiming you're the solution, fellas. Today is about solution. With no more blame, no more saying lame things like, I didn't know I was doing you wrong, right? I mean, that's just stories we hear a lot. Man, for those of you that hear me for the first time, yeah, I come out of love, man, not out of judgment, because I deserve my seat in this chair, right? For years I lived this life. Silence, guarded. Everything great on the outside. I went into my first marriage, and I worked on myself. And then life shows up, and then I found myself isolated in that little room again, right? Made decisions then that just hurt a lot of people. Blew up a relationship I thought would last forever. I keep saying it every day because you need to know that this is a real thing, man. We're not talking about theory. We're talking about something that's a learned experience, baby, right? And when I talk a lot about the mirror moment, man, when you have an opportunity, these little exercises that I ask you to do, and they're based off of doing some things that really only you can do to begin a new journey. So today, what's today? Wednesday? Thursday? I don't know. Anyway, whatever day it is, your exercise today is list what you blame. Then rewrite every line starting with the word I. It's written in the description. Let me know where you're coming in from too, and if this resonates with you and all that good stuff, man. But this is written in the description, so I'm just going to read it to you. List what you blame. Then rewrite every line starting with the word I. And here's what you say most of the time: she makes me shut down, right? It's her fault. She said something and I just lost. Whatever it is, stop blaming. Start owning. Start stepping into the leadership role, right? I choose silence when I'm disrespected. Facts don't change, man. You're choosing silence for, you know why you're choosing it. So the word I, she makes me shut down, becomes I choose, check this out, I choose silence when I feel disrespected. But you don't say it in a way that after you've blown up, you say it to her in the midst of the conversation. Because the facts don't change. If she's sincere and she's listening to you, she's going to take a look and take a pause. Now, those facts won't change, but you will. The owner of that statement will change over time. And I tell you, try it out. This is exercise, right? Every line starting with I. So go back over yesterday. I think it was like 3 things to do over 24 hours. Catch yourself before you go quiet. Measure what it is that you're really going quiet for. Is it avoidance or is it peace? Is it wisdom or is it fear? Right? Is it to maintain the relationship or to move it around and blow it up? Right? What those things are. So anyway, today is the day that blame turns into leadership. And let's start today. Do the exercises. Get in that mirror. Have a real conversation with yourself. Get in the rocking chair like I am right now, right? Man. But don't be rocking by yourself, baby. Because I'm going to tell you something, man. Sooner or later, if things don't change, things will change. And oftentimes, they don't change the way you want them to. Most oftentimes, they don't change the way you want to. And I'm talking to the cats that really want a relationship. I'm talking to the cats that are happily married for the most part. They're just stumbling over themselves in this space. Man, I'm trying to tell you something. You better lean in before she leans out. And leaning out ain't the way to go. If that's you, lean back in, baby. Lean back in, man. I'm trying to tell you something. So, ownership without the skill to speak. Ownership without the skill to speak. You need more than that. So do this exercise today. Tomorrow, show up, catch the replay, catch it however you can, because skill to speak is just a better organized silence. Tomorrow you get the skill to show up. Right? It's about showing up, baby. It's about showing up in your own skin, comfortable in the fact that humility, humbleness, and vulnerability is a true gift in the relationship. And it's time to stop allowing that. For me, it was a 5-year-old boy make the decisions when my feelings were hurt to go and hide. How old were you? Fellas, how old are you? How old is that inner child now that's still making all those decisions for you? Because they are. And you know it. So let's go. Do the exercise. I want to remind you that you are worthy. I want to remind you that, you deserve to have a relationship that you've been desiring all your life. But you can't take the old child self into a new relationship and expect things to be any different than it was before your previous relationship. It's time to change, baby. No more blame. Moving into leadership now. I'm gonna tell you something. Complete leadership is about being whole in yourself and being comfortable in your own space and understanding that there's power and vulnerability, strength and vulnerability. And I hear guys talking about, some ladies or some women talking about, he's weak. All that noise. That's noise, man. That's noise. Because I'm going to tell you something. When you're in a relationship where she got you 100%, and no matter how you were showing up, but you were there, ain't nothing like it, man. Ain't nothing like it. I take that against anybody that says I can only be so vulnerable. That's nonsense. The deeper you can the deeper you can open yourself up to the person that you claim to be that person, and she's showing up for you, oh man, it's a whole nother level of amazing. Well, that's another conversation. I got to run, y'all. Thanks for showing up, showing some love, and man, let's just do this thing. Let's walk together, no longer alone. Stop blaming. Step into that leadership role. Own your part, and know, baby, when you're rocking in the rocking chair, you ain't got to be by yourself. Right? Y'all could be on the beach somewhere, man, sand, beautiful ocean, wherever you're at, in the mountains, wherever you want to. Get free from the noise that's been holding you back. Let's go, baby. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Take care. Comment, like if this resonates with you, and let's keep it moving. All right. See you later.